Welcome back to A Blind View with Velvet, where we find out what blindness helps us see. Thank you everyone for all of the support and kindness that I received. I really appreciate it, and I hope that we can continue to find out more about what we see when we can't see. Today, I wanted to share a little bit about my initial reactions to the news that I was going blind. My first thoughts, when I really kind of got home and thought about it, were not particularly unique. I just was thinking, how am I going to do my makeup? How am I going to do my hair? How am I going to do my kids' hair? What about watching them grow up? Looking at their faces, seeing what they look like on graduation day, or what beautiful grandchildren I have. So that kind of thing. My first thoughts really revolved a lot around just the loss of my vision, actual vision. So like things I wouldn't be able to see. And I was pretty comforted because I've been very blessed, and I was born in the South, and we moved to Europe, and I've got to enjoy most of the famous and beautiful sights of this world. Lived in New Jersey for a little while, Texas, and Hawaii. So really, I've seen so much beauty. So my interesting I thought that the first reactions were just about the actual sight. I later came to learn that there was a lot more to grieve involved in losing your sight than just the ability to see. It affects your functioning, it affects socially, and it isn't just me who is grieving. It's everyone. My close family, extended family, and community. And the interesting part to that for me has just been to see all of the variety of reactions from everyone. And I've tried to take it with a good attitude. Some of the reactions at first were really surprising to me. I expected everybody to be supportive, but grief isn't like that, and we all grieve in our own unique ways depending on what our life experiences have been up to this point. So I would have really liked to have been a little more prepared for that and had maybe a heads up that everyone I knew was going to have a variety of reactions, and that if I could have thought about it in the framework of their having grief reactions, I would have had more compassion and understanding for those different varieties. But what I've really, taken that and kind of trying to turn it a little, I'm learning, or have learned, that all of their reactions are normal, and most likely I'm going to experience them all too. So the more kindness and compassion and understanding I have about their reactions helps me be more prepared for when I have that part of my process here. So I hope that makes sense. So if somebody reacts in a fearful way, then instead of being whatever judgment I might have to them, I could try to have compassion and understand that being afraid is normal. Or if somebody reacts by maybe just trying to ignore it, that's also normal grief reaction. Or somebody reacts by just kind of that feeling guilt, that's normal. Or in denial, which a lot of people did the denial one, which is a very normal first reaction to a loss and grief issue. So I wish I had known that, in addition to knowing some other things. So I sent out a group text to my whole family, my extended family. We have one of those large group chat things where we talk to each other, and I didn't have much prep time, you know, it was quite a surprise, but I just asked them this question. I texted, what would you look at if it was your last day to see clearly? Because they were pretty clear with me that I wouldn't see clearly again. So I just posed that to them because it was what was going on through my mind, and thanks to all of the outreach from you guys, I've learned from others that that's been an initial reaction for a lot of you. My answer to that question that I sent to my family was that I had already seen everything. I knew the things I would want to see the most were the faces of the people I love. And those memories and those faces and those people are already deep inside my heart, and I can't lose those. So just let them know that each one of their faces is already inside of me, and I was grateful for them. But that reaction of, they won't be able to see me, you know, or I won't be able to see them. And I think it's really interesting because I really feel like that tells us a lot about how much we connect through sight. And I learned from a blinded person a really neat trick about connection, how she will just like touch someone, and that helps her feel connection to them just by, while she's talking with them, touch them while they're chatting or together, not as like a sexual thing, obviously, just as a way of connecting. And I really liked that because it helped me feel like, okay, I've lost this sight connection, but it doesn't mean I can't find another way to connect. I think that's a big part of this adjustment, right? It's like, how am I going to do this, right? So that would have been helpful to know at the beginning. So share that one. I really focused at first just on my vision. And I have since learned that there's a lot of other aspects to this grief and loss, and a lot of it has to do with ability. So those were the next things I would have liked to know. I soon discovered that there's like some dangers. I had no idea where I was. I couldn't find, just walking out in space when you have no skills on how to be blind, because I'm not a cool blind person who has all the cool skills, you know. That was scary. Excuse me. I'm gonna edit that.